Hello, and thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. My name is Ron Edwards. I'm the Animal Control Supervisor here for the Ames Animal Shelter and Animal Control Program. Today with us, our first guest is Odette. Odette is actually going to be available for adoption shortly. She is waiting for her owners to come look for her. At this point, no one's come forward, so she will be available for adoption very shortly. We're estimating she's probably about a 4-month-old kitten. Very sweet, gorgeous, gorgeous cat here. She's got the hair in the ear here, and let's see if we can turn around and show them. She's also a polydactyl cat, so that means that she has the extra toes, so it's maybe kind of hard to see, and she may not hold them there for us, but she does have extra toes there on the front, and also on the back too, so she truly is a true polydactyl kitten. We're estimating she's about 4 months old. She has not been spayed yet, but of course we will make sure that she gets spayed before she's adopted. And we also want to make sure that with all of our adoptions that people keep them indoors. That's extremely important to us with our animals. Odette would not be safe if she was out running around, and with the weather being so cold. She just would not be safe. There's too many dangers out there for her. But a very playful kitten here, very loving. I don't know if you can hear her. Yes, very sweet kitten here, who's just purring up a storm, just loving it in here. Even with the lights and the camera, she's just happy to be here and getting some love. So if you're interested in meeting Odette, come on down to the Ames Animal Shelter. She has all of her claws, and of course with Odette, that's a lot of claws because she is polydactyl. So we want to make sure that she keeps those and that she will never be declawed. We want to make sure that people are trying the alternatives. Ow! Trying the alternatives first. And again, that playful nature there is, just something with kittens that's kind of common with them. And that's just her way of saying, hey, pet me. You stop petting me. Stop talking and start petting me again. So if you're interested in Odette, come on down to the Ames Shelter. We'd love to introduce her to you. And our next guest today is Indiana. Indiana is part of a twosome. Indiana and Hillary must be adopted together. They are brother and sister. This one is Indiana. He's the boy, and he's definitely larger than Hillary. Hillary, both of them came to us, and Hillary was in pretty bad shape. She's been with us for well over a month. Had to have treatments. And quite honestly, we're very fortunate that she made it through. But during that time that they were together, Hillary and Indiana really had a bond together. It's really because of Indiana here and seeing him eat that really encouraged Hillary to eat. And if it's so extremely important when they come into the shelter, it's a very stressful place for them. That they've got to eat and make sure they get good nourishment. And if Indiana wasn't there to help encourage Hillary, we wouldn't be talking about them today. So they're very bonded together. They snuggle up with each other every night. When I leave here at the shelter and give them their evening feeding, they're snuggled up together. And so we want to make sure that they find a home together. They have both been spayed and neutered. This is, again, Indiana. He's already been neutered. They're about 5 months old. Between 5 and 6 months is probably what we're guessing. Beautiful, gorgeous, shiny black coats here. And again, it's so important to keep the two together because they are bonded with each other, and we want to keep these siblings together and find them a perfect indoor home where they're going to be safe and be able to live out their lives and be there to comfort each other, as Indiana has done with Hillary while she was recovering. So we'll show Hillary next, and you can see her. And even as I was taking Indiana, Hillary was looking and wondering why she wasn't going too. So they're very bonded together, and we want to make sure that they stay together. So if you're interested in Indiana and Hillary, come on down to the shelter. We'd love to introduce the two of them to you. They're great cats. And here is the other half to Indiana. Indiana's sister here, Hillary. And Hillary was the one that was so sick when she came in here to us. And through the great vet care that we get through our partner vet, Somerset Animal Hospital, we were able to see her through this, and she's now thriving. She's a little curious about these lights. She's probably also wondering where her brother's at, where her buddy's at. She feels safe and secure with him. So as I took Hillary out of the kennel, all of a sudden we saw Indiana was now kind of crying for her. So, but Hillary is a sweet cat, very gentle. She's maybe not as outgoing as Indiana, but still very gentle, very sweet. She also has all of her claws. I want to make sure that she finds an indoor home with Indiana. As a bonded pair program, we do adopt the two out. There is only one adoption fee for the two cats, but it's extremely important to us that we keep these two cats together. Again, if it wasn't for Indiana, Hillary may not be with us today. So it's really important to us that we keep these cats together and find them a forever home where they're going to be safe and loved for the rest of their lives. And they're only 5 months old, so that's a very long commitment that someone's making to adopt them. So if you're interested in meeting Hillary and Indiana, come on down to the shelter. We'd love to have them in their forever home for the holidays and have them there with each other so they can comfort each other and not here at the shelter for the holidays. So come on down and meet the two. And our final guest for today's show is BK. BK is actually quite a, let's show them this side of you. BK is kind of a sad story here. BK has been to the shelter many times. His owner picked him up several times. This last time the owner decided that they just did not have the time for him. We appreciate that someone makes that decision and allows us to give it an opportunity to find a place where someone's going to give BK the kind of love and care and time that he needs. The challenge is, of course, that BK is 16 years old. He does have some medical concerns that we're having worked up with the Somerset Vet Hospital, but we're trying to we want to make sure that however much time BK has left, that we find him the best home possible. It may be a hospice situation. He is a very friendly cat, and you know, he does deserve to live out his life pain-free. We're not sure of his medical situation at this point, but we will have that very soon. So BK is going to be a very special adoption for us. A 16-year-old cat is not going to be an easy adoption, and one that may have some medical issues is going to be even more of a challenge. So we want to make sure that BK gets the appropriate home, the best home that we can find for him. He is a very loving cat. We don't see anything behavior-wise with him. He's just unfortunately, been surrendered to us here at the shelter. But just a really sweet cat, and we would love for BK to be in and not here at the shelter in a cage. As you can see, he is a love, and just a real sweet cat. And we want to make sure that he gets whatever he needs. So if you're interested in meeting BK and learning more about him, come on down to the shelter. We'd love to introduce you to him. I have to leave us with saying that we want to make sure that all of our adopters are making a lifetime commitment for their pets. We know that life changes and things happen, but these animals are expecting for us to love them for the rest of their life and to care for them, and we owe that to BK. So come on down and meet BK. We'd love to introduce you to him. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Animals and Ames. You just seen some beautiful animals that we have available here for adoption. And just wanted to hit on again BK and his story. He's a 16-year-old cat. We also have two older dogs that were just surrendered to us. One is 15, the other I believe is 11. It's a purebred lab and a German short-haired pointer that is 15 years old. Their owner unfortunately passed away. They're actually at the groomers today getting a nice bath because it's been a long time since they've had a bath. So I couldn't show them today, but they're beautiful senior dogs that really need a great home, and we're going to try and get those two adopted together. So if they're still here in 2 weeks when we do another show, I'm definitely going to bring them out. But if you're interested in two senior dogs who seem very well behaved and very bonded to each other, come on down to the shelter and we'd love to introduce those to you as well. Thank you for watching.